This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
For Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. Runs through the contact. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Mahomes now hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time.
On 2nd down. Gonna let one fly for Robbins. He's got it at the 15.
Mahomes pass
An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it with Carson. He finds an opening past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 73 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Jason Myers.
Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And going, oh, this is taken in, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 40.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. This is Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for KC. 67 yards.
7-yard gain on the play. First down, Kansas
A real
City.
field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hardman to return. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 50 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before
his tight end Kelsey, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Good.
So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
28-yard line.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Even on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that they're...
He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 79 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes with a touchdown pass to Sammy Watkins. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it's...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Anthony Hitchens giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's looking deep for Bell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. It's Mahomes. And this is... Boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means...
And now here is another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the...
And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities. They took a chance, and it backfired.
He was trying to get it to top. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And now another one thrown incomplete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Buying time to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 55 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal.
No gain on the play.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 40. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A gain of 64
Mahomes
yards.
finding Hill for a big play. 64 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Mahomes to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
31.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you